Your legs aren't just getting older, they are starving for oxygen while you sleep, and the first 60 seconds after you wake up will determine if you stay mobile or lose your independence.
Most people over 60 wake up with what I call the symphony of silence.
You don't hear it, but you feel it. It's that heavy, lead-like sensation in your calves. It's the icy chill in your toes that won't go away even with thick socks. It's that momentary wobble when you first stand up to reach for your robe. You tell yourself it's just stiffness, a natural part of the aging process. But as a specialist who has seen thousands of patients struggle to keep their mobility, I'm here to tell you, silence is where the danger hides. Think of your circulation like a garden irrigation system in the height of a dry Texas summer. Overnight, while you're resting, the pumps slow down. Gravity, which usually helps move blood, is neutralized because you're lying flat. But here's the problem: after 60, your pumps, the valves in your veins and the muscles in your calves, don't just kick in automatically anymore. They've become sluggish. While you're dreaming, blood is quietly pooling in your lower extremities, leaving your tissues gasping for fresh, nutrient-rich flow. When you swing those legs out of bed and stand up immediately, you're asking a stalled engine to win a race. You're forcing gravity to win. This is when the micro-damage happens. This is when the swelling starts that ruins your evening walk, and the instability creeps in that eventually leads to a fall you can't take back. But what if I told you that you could reignite that engine before your feet even touch the carpet? What if 5 minutes of intentional quiet habits, done right here in your bedroom and kitchen, could restore the warmth to your toes and the strength to your stride? Today, we aren't just talking about exercises, we are talking about your morning ignition, a surgeon-backed protocol designed to save your legs and protect your freedom. Stay with me, because the fourth habit involves something you do every morning while brushing your teeth, but I guarantee you've been doing it in a way that's actually putting your circulation to sleep.
Let us wake it up.
To understand how to fix your legs, you first have to understand that you actually have two hearts. The one in your chest is the master pump, but it's a long way from your big toe. By the time blood reaches your feet, it has lost most of its pressure. To get that blood back up, against the relentless pull of gravity, your body relies on the calf muscle pump.
Doctors call this your peripheral heart.
After 60, this system starts to fail in two quiet ways. First, the valves, those tiny one-way doors in your veins, get leaky. They don't close all the way, allowing blood to trickle back down and pool at your ankles. Second, the muscle itself loses its snap. If you spend your mornings sitting in a recliner or walking with a shortened stride, your second heart never fully beats. This isn't just about poor circulation. When blood sits still, it becomes deoxygenated. It turns acidic. This stagnant pond in your lower legs is why your skin becomes thin and shiny, why small scratches take weeks to heal, and why you feel that nagging dull ache by 4 p.m. We aren't just looking for a quick fix today, we are looking to reprime these pumps so they work for you all day long, even when you're just standing still. The most dangerous moment for your heart and your balance is the transition from horizontal to vertical. Your nervous system needs a minute to catch up, but your circulation needs a jumpstart. This is habit number 1, the bedside ignition. Before you even think about the coffee pot, I want you to wake up the nerves in your feet. Most seniors lose proprioception, the brain's ability to feel where the feet are in space. By spreading your toes and scrunching them for 30 seconds, you are sending a wake-up call to your brain. You're telling your nervous system, get ready, we're about to carry some weight.
Now, the real magic happens.
As Robert performs these deliberate ankle pumps, he is manually squeezing the deep veins of the lower leg. Look closely at his calves. Every time he pulls his toes up, he is vacuum sealing the blood back toward his knees. This isn't a workout, it's a reset.
Do this 20 times.
It takes exactly 60 seconds. In that 1 minute, you've moved more stagnant blood than you would have in 30 minutes of sitting in your favorite chair. You'll feel a slight warmth, that's the oxygen returning. You'll feel a bit more connected to the floor. If you take away only one thing from this video, let it be this: never ask your legs to support you until you've said good morning to your calf muscles. That 60-second investment is the difference between a steady first step and a life-changing stumble. But don't stand up just yet. Because the way you move from the bed to the floor can either strengthen your circulation or cause your blood pressure to tank. Habit number 2 is the hover technique, and it's how we're going to turn a simple movement into a powerful vascular therapy. In the world of surgery and rehabilitation, we have a saying, how you start is how you finish. Most people over 60 stand up using what I call the momentum cheat. You lean your torso forward, throw your arms out for leverage, and use a burst of speed to get to your feet. It feels efficient, but medically, it's a missed opportunity, and a risk. When you use momentum, your largest muscles, Your quads and glutes stay lazy. They don't contract fully, which means they don't help push that blood back up to your heart. Even worse, that sudden change in height can leave your brain momentarily starved for blood, leading to that dizzy, lightheaded feeling we've all experienced. Habit number 2 is the hover technique. It's a subtle shift that turns a mundane action into a powerful circulation reset. Instead of rocket launching yourself off the bed, I want you to rise slowly.
Watch Robert right here.
By holding this hover for just 3 seconds, he is forcing the massive femoral veins in his thighs to compress. This is like turning on a high-pressure fire hose for your circulation. This sustained contraction drives a surge of oxygenated blood upward, stabilizing your blood pressure before you're even fully upright. Think of this as your vascular anchor. By engaging these large muscle groups with intention, you are telling your heart, I'm standing up, and I've got the pressure under control. It eliminates that morning wobble, and wakes up the hip stabilizers that prevent falls later in the day. Notice what Robert does at the top. He doesn't immediately start walking.
He pauses.
This apex pause allows the blood flow to equalize. If you have arthritis or bad knees, this habit is actually your best friend. It builds the strength around the joint without the impact of a full workout.
Tomorrow morning, just get out of bed. Rise like a champion.
Take those 3 seconds to hover. Your legs will feel lighter, and your brain will feel sharper, before you even leave the bedroom. Now that the second heart is primed and the thigh pump is activated, it's time to move to the heart of the home, the kitchen. Because while your coffee is brewing, we're going to perform the one movement that surgeons trust most to eliminate ankle swelling for the rest of the day.
It's 7:15 a.m.
For most, this is dead time, waiting for the coffee to drip or the toast to pop. But for your circulation, this is the golden window. If you spend this time just standing still or scrolling on your phone, gravity begins its daily assault, pulling fluid down into your ankles before your day has even begun.
This is habit number 3. The countertop ISO hold.
Most people know about calf raises, but they do them too fast, like they're trying to win a race. When you pulse, the blood moves, but it doesn't stay moved. To truly flush the system, you need an isometric hold. As Robert holds this position for a slow count of 10, he is creating a sustained squeeze on the deep posterior tibial veins. This isn't just movement, it's vascular pressure therapy. You are manually forcing the stagnant, deoxygenated blood out of the sump pump of your lower legs and back into the main circulatory loop. If you notice your shoes feel tighter by 2 p.m., it's because you didn't clear the pipes in the morning. 10 repetitions of a 10-second hold while you wait for your coffee will do more for ankle swelling than an hour of walking later in the day. You're using the counter for safety, so don't be afraid to really reach for the ceiling. Now, we move to the most overlooked driver of leg health, functional stability. After 60, balance isn't just about avoiding a fall, it's a direct indicator of how well your muscles are communicating with your heart.
This is habit number 4. The oak tree balance.
While you perform your 2-minute brushing routine, I want you to spend 1 minute on each leg. Why does this matter for circulation?
When you stand on one leg, your body can be lazy.
Thousands of tiny micropumps in your feet and ankles have to fire rapidly to keep you upright. These microcontractions act like a vibrating massage for your veins, keeping the blood in a state of constant motion. We see a tragic correlation in clinical practice. As a patient's balance declines, their circulation follows. Why? Because they stop moving with confidence. They shorten their steps. They sit more. By practicing this oak tree hold every morning, you are telling your brain and your blood vessels that you are still a stable, upright force. You're training your legs to be reliable anchors. If you wobble, that's actually good. That wobble is your nervous system rewiring itself. You're not just brushing your teeth, you're fortifying your independence. By the time you spit and rinse, you've given your legs a neurological and vascular workout that no pill can replicate. We have activated the big pumps.
We've cleared the main pipes.
But there is one final gate that often remains locked, even after exercise: the capillaries. These are the microscopic vessels that actually deliver the cargo, the oxygen and nutrients, to your skin and nerves. If your feet still feel cold despite moving, it's because your body is still in conservation mode. Habit number 5 is thermal activation and myofascial release. By rolling your foot for 60 seconds, you are breaking up facial adhesions. Think of it like smoothing out a crumpled rug. This physical stimulation, combined with the warmth of your morning environment or even a pair of pre-warmed slippers, triggers vasodilation. The brain receives a signal that says, the crisis is over. It is safe to send the blood all the way to the surface. I see patients who walk miles but still have white toes or numbness. That's because their microcirculation is shut down. This final minute of rolling and warming is the handshake between your large muscles and your skin. It's what stops the tingling and makes your legs feel alive, rather than just functional. We often think that aging is a series of grand collapses: a fall, a surgery, a diagnosis. But the truth is, your future is built in the quiet, invisible moments of your morning. When you choose to spend these 5 minutes igniting your circulation, you aren't just preventing swelling. You are preserving your choice. The choice to walk your granddaughter down the aisle. The choice to travel without worrying about heavy legs on a plane. The choice to stay in your own home, on your own terms. You don't need a gym membership to save your legs. You don't need expensive equipment. You just need to respect the second heart that has been carrying you for 60, 70, or 80 years. These 5 habits are a contract between you and your body. If you show up for your legs in the first 5 minutes of the day, they will show up for you for the next 16 hours.
So, here is my challenge to you.
Don't try to change your whole life today.
Just change tomorrow morning.
When that alarm goes off, or the sun hits your face, remember Robert.
Remember your second heart.
If you're committed to trying this tomorrow, type "I'm ready" in the comments below. It helps us build a community of people who are choosing strength over surrender. And if you found this helpful, share it with one friend, because the only thing better than staying mobile is having a friend to walk with.
And this is your journey back to vitality.
I'll see you in the next video.